I get asked all the time, should I set up an LLC and what are the advantages and disadvantages of having an LLC? I'm gonna cover all that in this video. Let's go. Before I get started, I want to tell you not to be scared of this topic. Some people, when you think about starting a business, it scares them away to not even get started. I started my first LLC at a bar, probably 3 beers deep, with my business partner Lucas before a softball game. So this doesn't have to be a stuffy topic where you think of lawyers and courthouses and all that kind of stuff. Setting up an LLC can be easy and it can be fun. So get that mindset right before we get going. All right, let's start from square one. What is an LLC? An LLC is a limited liability company. It is a hybrid of a few different types of ownerships of a business. I'm not gonna go into all the different types of ownerships that are out there. Just know that LLC is one of the most commonly used ones for many of the things we're gonna talk about in this video. It is just a way that you are setting up a business. Before I go any further, make sure to give this video a like. I get asked questions like this all the time, and if you guys like doing me videos like this, answering specific topics and doing a deep dive, just give me a like, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And also, stay tuned to the end. Maisie's joke of the day this time, it's a good one. I'm getting ready to go over the advantages and disadvantages of having an LLC here in a second as it pertains to real estate investing in general, not just wholesaling, not just renting, not just flipping. I'll delve into how it kind of helps or doesn't help in each of those topics, but I'm just gonna kind of talk in generalizations about real estate investing in general and what are the good and the bad of having an LLC. And wait till the end because I'm gonna show you my favorite thing that I guarantee you probably are not thinking of, the advantage of having an LLC, my favorite part. Save it till the end. So there's 3 main advantages in my opinion of having an LLC, plus the 4th bonus one I'm gonna go over there at the end. The first advantage is simply the accounting aspect of the business. So you're gonna be owning a business as an LLC. You're gonna have a separate tax return that you're gonna need to get prepared, which is not scary. We have a video above about some of the tax advantages. We just go into simple terms of the tax advantages of getting involved in real estate. And if you have your LLC, you're gonna have a separate tax return that's very simple to prepare, so don't let that scare you. But having a separate personal bank account and a business bank account makes everything a lot easier at the end of the year as it pertains to taxes and just keeping track of everything. Everything you do personally, just put on that account and those cards. Your business account and your business cards, you can start to build business credit, but then you can also keep those separate. You can just print out those bank statements and you know everything you spent that year on your business. It helps keep it separate for tax purposes, as well as helps for tax write-offs and different things, and all helps you take advantage easier of all the tax benefits of real estate investing. The second advantage, and it's usually probably the main one that people think of, is having that legal structure between your personal assets and your business assets. You're having that veil in between those two so that if something happens in your business, they can't go after your personal assets. I'm definitely not a lawyer and not giving legal advice, but having that LLC in between your personal assets and your business assets just gives you more protection over your personal home, your personal car, those type of things, and can help keep those separated in case something goes south in the business. The third advantage is if you're gonna partner, which lots of people do, no matter what type of real estate investing you're getting into, it's nice to have that corporate structure, that corporate setup to where you are legally going who's responsible for what percentage ownerships. It just kind of lays out the groundwork to how the partnership's gonna be rather than just, hey buddy, let's do a partnership together, shake their hand and be done with it. This kind of sets a legal precedent and kind of sets everything out and maps it all out so that when issues do arise, as they always do, you can go back to the legal document that you created at the beginning. Before we talk about the disadvantages, let's talk a little bit about pricing and how you actually set up LLCs. Because there's 3 main options that I have heard of and that I have heard of people using to set up the LLCs. The first one is hiring a lawyer. Pretty simple. You can find lawyers just by Googling real estate investing lawyers or looking them up on the local real estate investing Facebook group that I always talk about, or maybe you'll meet one at the local meetups that I talk about going to all the time. So just hiring a lawyer, it really depends on the lawyer and the state and all that kind of thing, but my guess is that's gonna range anywhere from $500 to $1,000 to do it. So it's not cheap, but it's well worth getting it set up right the first time. The second way is the way that we did it. We did it through LegalZoom or another online source. We did it at a bar on the Wi-Fi, so you can be a little more professional about it, or you can just do it in that type of setting. It's pretty simple. They just ask you, I don't remember exactly, 20, 30 questions that pertain to how to set it up, and then they set it up for you. And honestly, we got that reviewed several years after we formed it. And for the most part, it was pretty sound. There was a couple small tweaks that needed to be made, but in general, it's a pretty good way to set it up. And the third way is to do it yourself. I've done this for several LLCs, especially because I had the operating agreement already made from other LLCs that I was able to just tweak. That's the main thing that you'll need a lawyer or have someone else or a third party set up. But as far as going online to your state's website and filing and getting an employment identification number through the IRS, you can do all those things online for extremely cheap. I mean, I'm talking price ranges is probably 50 to 150 bucks to get everything set up if you go that route. So the first option is hire a lawyer, probably 500 to 1,000 bucks depending on your state. The second option is that LegalZoom or an online third-party option. That probably option ranges anywhere from 250 to 500 bucks. And then the third option is doing all or most of it yourself, and that'll definitely save you the most money. You can probably get that done for 200 bucks or less. I did my best to keep this video at a high level, simple explanation. We go into much deeper dives into all these kind of topics in some of our courses and academies that we have. So if you're interested in rentals at all, we go into a deep dive into all these type of topics and a ton more, along with our tools and our calculators and almost an endless amount of giveaways because we keep adding to it. So check out the description below. We have a link to our rental academy that we really go into deep dives and everything and really sets you up to be successful. Whether you've done no rentals or 10 rentals, we can really help you build a quality business and a quality cash flowing rental portfolio. All right, on to Maisie's joke of the day. What kind of shoes do ninjas wear? Sneakers. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.